What's up, y'all? I don't know how good you can hear me. I'm sitting in the car today. I wanted to do a part 2 for my homeboy Marvin. You know, the realest nigga I met, the first one. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't really. I want to do a part 2. I forgot a lot of stuff last night, man. I started talking about one part, and I know I was saying, I didn't know what everybody's situation was, so I didn't know what was going on. But the part that I was supposed to tell y'all after that was, it was a lot of times where it would be a lot of people in the car with Mark. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 people in the truck, you know what I'm saying? We deep. Now, most of these people stayed in Lone Oak. I stayed in Jacksonville. He was going to dialysis in Little Rock. Come back to, you know what I'm saying, Jacksonville where he lived at, so ain't no guarantee he was going back to Lone Oak, so that's one reason why people probably weren't going. Now, what it was is, every time we would kick it, and he would have to go to dialysis, he would get to dropping everybody out, like, yeah, man, I gotta go to the hospital today, 5 o'clock or whatever. So, about 3 o'clock, he probably drop people off, boom, shoot me. I'm always last, because like I say, I stayed in Jacksonville with Duke. Well, one day I asked him, I'm like, bro, why every time you go to the hospital, you always drop me off? He be like, shit, don't nobody ever go to the hospital with me, bro. I'm like, I know, but why not? He be like, shit, bro, I'm just gonna be sitting up there for some hours, bro, you know what I'm saying, just chilling, you know what I'm saying, letting them do what they do, clean my blood out and stuff, cycle my blood through. I'm like, yeah, but, like, shit, nigga, I go up there with you. Like, man, you gonna be bored as hell, ain't gonna be nothing for you to do. You just gonna be sitting up there with me, like, bro, I be sitting with you all day anyway. Like, nigga, you think I'm gonna kick it with you all day? And then we gotta go to the hospital, all of a sudden they drop me off at the house, I kick, no, man, I'll ride with you. He was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, don't nobody ever go to the hospital with me. I think people had went, but it was like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't on no regular thing. But, I went, it took about 2, 3 hours. It was boring. We sat up there chopping up for the most part, but then you got sleepy and went to sleep. Shit, I sat up there, I don't remember if I went to sleep. We didn't have no cell phone to play games with them. I was just chilling. So, after it was over, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, man, usually, if I don't bring nobody with me, they'll make me sit up here for a while because they don't want me driving as soon as I get done with this shit. You know, like, man, but I be straight, bro. Like, I could drive a little bit, but I couldn't really drive. Like, I had been driving, like, my mama teaching me how to drive, and, you know, I whipped the car a little bit. But he was like, man, we get done, man, I'm gonna need you to go get the car, bro. You ain't gotta drive me home. But just get the car and drive it back around to the front like you picking me up. I'm like, shit, bet I can do that. Man, I got in the purple Blazer, bro. I'm nervous as hell, bro. I ain't never drove the Blazer. No, when I jumped in, the music bumping, I'm like, oh shit, that's too loud. I turned the music down, I'm like, man, no, I'm used to the music, but we're at this hospital. I'm trying to drive through the parking lot, look cool, pull up at the front door. I pull up at the front door, pick him up, and we drive off. I drive off to the other side of the parking lot and park. He jumped back in the driver's seat. I'm like, bro, you straight, man? You sure you right? Like, yeah, man, I'm straight, man. We just go over and get something to eat right quick. I get some food in me. I'll be all the way good. So, shit, we shot across the street, got some food and shit. Went right back to kicking it. Drove right back up to the Ville. And picked up Courtney and them. Like, dude used to stay taking me to his mama house. His mama and daddy, they was cool. His sister and them, they was all cool. But when I tell you this, man, like, I'm gonna break some shit down for y'all that even my family might not realize how dude shaped my family. Like, this is some real shit, listen to me. I used to go to dude's mama house. I used to kick it with him, his sisters, the twins, Mindy and Cindy. They had a homegirl named Christina. Now, I'm gonna be real, I had a little thing for Christina. I used to be, you know what I'm saying, that's who I was on. But while I'm sitting there chopping it up with her one day, we doing what we do in a little, I guess like the little middle room at Marvin and mama house. It was like a little small room with a couch and TV and shit. So we sit up there. And lo and behold, I look up and I see a man. Look just like this girl that I'm over here doing what I do, that I'm doing under this couple. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she like, oh, that's my brother Tim. What's up, Tim? This nigga crazy as hell. Ah, nigga. Now, this is what I mean by when I say shake my family. Right now to this day, that nigga Tim is my brother. My blood sister married to Tim right now to this day. Man, free Tim. Timothy Clay. That's my big bro. He doing time in Missouri right now on a murder charge. He been gone about Tim been down about 15. Free Timothy Clay, man. I remember one night. So I say one day, a nigga named Brian Flowers came home from the jump. And that was one of Marvin homeboys. So we wouldn't pick Marvin up, we wouldn't pick Brian up. And we would ride with him all day. Now this particular day, my big sister Chanel was with us again. Now ever since I met Marvin through my sister, it been me and Marvin. Chanel ain't been riding with us like that. Me and Marvin every day. He come get me every day and we shoot at the Lone Oak or where we gonna go. Man, when I tell you, we go pick up Brian. Brian kicking it with us all day. Go get some drink. We kicking it, drinking it. We go back to Marvin crib. My sister there. My sister had just made 18 years old, probably like a week or two before. So, when it's time to go home, I'm like, man, it's getting like 11, 11:30. I'm like, man, hey, Marvin, take me to the crib, bro. I need to get to the house. He's like, all right, I got you, bro. I'm like, nigga, get your shit and get ready to go. He like, this is my big sister Chanel. I'm gonna stay. Man, get your shit and come on. You ain't staying no motherfucking work. Bro, you can't tell me what to do. I'm grown now. I'm 18. You can't tell me what to do. I'm the big sister. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Get your shit. Let go. She ain't come. She did not come with me. About 9 months later, my nephew, BJ, Brian Jr. come. Cause my sister seen that nigga with the long hair and these muscles, penitentiary muscles. She was liking that shit. So, Brian Flowers is also my brother. He put the baby in my sister and then they got married. Right after the marriage come, Katie. My little niece, Caitlin Flowers. Now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say this. If it wasn't for Marvin, my sister probably wouldn't be married and had a last name that she got right now, being a Clay. If it wasn't for Marvin, my nephew and niece, BJ and Caitlin, probably wouldn't even exist. You see what I'm saying? Like real life, man, dude, when I look at my family, dude had an impact on my life and my family, people that don't even realize it, man. Like for real. And somebody told me in the comments after I did the part 1 of this video, they were like, man, Phil, you know what? I love the way you love people. And I had to think about that because I didn't realize it. It's like, man, you know, and I'm going to get deep into these stories, man. It's like, I don't want to say I'm scared, but I'm standoffish about going into certain situations, man. But I know I got to get into it, man. I got to pick my nuts up and go and tell y'all these stories, man. Instead of just skipping around to get around this shit, I'm going to have to give y'all this shit. And I need to because it's therapeutic, but what it is a lot of the shit that I went through with my blood family, you know what I'm saying? Sisters, mama, aunties, cousins, is the reason I gravitate towards outside people. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole nother family that is not related to me, that is my real family. I don't care what you say. These my people. You know what I'm saying? If I pull up at the family reunion, from the grandma on down, they know who I am. I'm family. It been like that. You know what I'm saying? It just feel like I was born into that family and I wasn't born into it. Like they came and found me later on, like, yeah, nigga, you was adopted, but we bringing you back home. That's how I be feeling. Cause I don't be feeling like that with my blood family. I be feeling like, nigga, you was adopted and you treated like you adopted, but I'm not adopted. If y'all wondered, I'm not adopted. I just had a fucked up family dynamic with my aunties and cousins and shit. It ain't like we was beefing, but we just wasn't real close. Not me. Like with my sister and them, my little sister, oh, she close as hell with my cousins. That I knew way before she was born. I wasn't close to them before she was born. They treated me like an outsider when I was a kid. At least that's how I felt. I mean, you might go ask them or tell them now, and they be like, nah, it wasn't like that. Bro, yeah, well. Shit, yeah, well. Don't be surprised it was like that in my own house. You know, like the shit I tell y'all, my sister, it was like that in my own house. So, shit, I just grew up a little bit different. I don't look at family the same way everybody else look at them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that shit it'll affect my everyday life though, because man, the way I move and the way I carry myself, the way I dress, everything. I be thinking about, you know what I'm saying, the motherfuckers who gave up on me, or the people who wrote me off, the family members who told me that, you know what I'm saying, man, nigga, if you wasn't my cousin, I wouldn't even fuck with you, bro. You not even my type of nigga. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, but I'm gonna show you something in the long run. You gonna look back at me and be like, damn, cuz fuck with me. No, I don't fuck with your type. You ain't even like a certain type, nigga, just the type of motherfucker you is. You's a backbiting, you's a snake ass nigga, I don't do that type of shit. I never been that type of nigga. Like, all my life, I have never been that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? When you go back, even like, man, you can go through junior high and shit. My girlfriends was never my homeboys' ex-girlfriends. I always had niggas doing that shit to me. I look up, goddamn, a nigga I fuck with is fucking with my ex. A year later, this same nigga that broke up with that ex and he fucking with your new ex. I go to prison, come back home. Same nigga that put a baby in the broad I was messing with. Come on now. Come home, my other ex got a baby by my fall partner. Man, I don't be tripping on this shit. It's life. It is what it is. It ain't affecting my life. That's their life now. So how can I be married to them? They got their own situation going on. The way I feel about it, shit, the situation we had was basically some kid shit, except we, you know what I'm saying, did some more shit when we was grown, but yeah, nigga, we grown. Anyway, man, like I say, I just been through a lot. Probably no more, no less than anybody else. Only thing is, man, I'm not afraid or ashamed to tell y'all about this shit. There's some shit that I ain't told y'all yet, man. I ain't told y'all the base of like the child abuse. We gonna get into it. I just gotta get the right time. It ain't so much the story, but it's the shit to go along with the story. It's attached to something else that's real important to me. And it's kind of important to me stemming from the child abuse. So I'm trying to find a way, because I want to do it for both sides. I want to do a story that's really just about the abuse, but it's also going to be a story for my love or something else. You see what I'm saying? That's like if I was telling a story about abuse and my love was for, like, I had an auntie or uncle or somebody that took me in and got me away from that shit. Then when I told the story, it would be, yeah, it'd be that dark side about the abuse, but it'd also be that bright side about the auntie and the people who, only thing weird is it wasn't no auntie or no human It kind of was a human void and human aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it was a bright spot. But we gonna break all that down. I'm gonna try my best to make it make sense. It's gonna make sense. It ain't making sense now because I ain't telling you what it is. But we gonna get to it, man. I ain't gonna make this story too long, just long enough, man, for y'all to, you know what I'm saying, check it out. But yeah, my dude Marvin, man, it's just like I say, these people I give them, certain people I give room to impact my life. You know what I'm saying? Some people you don't even get that much room to really impact your life. But when you put your trust in a person, you put your faith in them, you put your heart and all that shit in a person, then that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You giving that person a lot of power to affect your life. And it's just like, man, I gave Marvin that power and he did the right thing with it. You know what I'm saying? Dude left a mark on me, man, that ain't never gonna go nowhere. Like, bro, I'm gonna be 90 years old and it's still gonna be the fact remains. That's the first real nigga I ever met. It's not the last one. It's niggas that was real niggas that I met before him. But they real niggas later on in life. They wasn't real niggas at that point, to the point where it was undeniable, where everything they did, I noticed it and I knew it. Like with dude, when I first, in the early stages of meeting him, I'm talking about like the first week, I was like, man, that's a real nigga. These other people I'm talking about, it might be 5, 6, 10 years later, and I'm like, man, this nigga always been real. That's another nigga, my bro Mike might hit me like that, man, when I got out the jump. But like I say, that was when I got out the jump. Marvin had a bigger impact because I was a child growing up, you know what I'm saying? And not only just a child growing up, but dude was an older dude. And just being real. At that time, I didn't have no older dudes that was showing me anything worth value, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Marvin would buy a nigga weed, alcohol, and that might be contributing to the delinquency of a minor. But at the same time, I ain't fucked up about that when I know that he the nigga who put it in my heart to be the type of nigga to say, you know what, bro? I'm not gonna sit down at the crib and chill when you go to the hospital. I'm gonna sacrifice that few hours to go stand beside you when you really need me. Every nigga not like that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like I'm that type of nigga. I'm saying if I am that type of nigga, it's because I watched him be that type of nigga first. It's because he was around for me to treat him the way he was treating me. Because I could have easily seen that shit from him, but then go around some fake niggas and just do what they do. But it's like, no, nigga, I started doing the real shit to you. I had to, because how could I be fake or do anything fake with you when you ain't showed me nothing but real shit? I can't. So then when I get in the habit of doing real shit myself, that shit wear off. It feel good to do real shit. When a motherfucker can't look at you with none of the bullshit that you hear about every other nigga on the line. That shit started to mean something. Like, it really means something, bro. It feel good when I can go to any female I ever fucked with in this life. I can jump on Facebook or whatever, make a blanket statement, and just tell them, hey, if I ever did you wrong, put me on blast. You got my permission. Put me on blast, whatever I did. I cheat on you, if I beat on you, if I was mentally abused, whatever I did. Man, you can tell the world what I did. Ain't none one of them can say shit, Phil ain't did nothing wrong to you. Because I always been a real nigga. I ain't cheated on you, I ain't beat on you, I ain't been mentally abusive, I ain't been digging through your pockets or your purse, I ain't accusing you of shit, I ain't going through your phone. None of that shit. None of it. Not me. I ain't got time for it. And I ain't got time for a motherfucker gonna do it neither. I'm on some happiness shit. I want to be happy with my woman. And shit, if you doing all that, you looking to not be happy. Whether you find something or don't, you looking to not be happy. I ain't got time for that. So, man, we gonna bring this video to an end, man. But I ain't feel right I got done making that video, man, because it was some stuff I knew I wanted to say, and I didn't get to say it. And it's like, man, there's way more people in this world that don't know, my nigga, than it is to do. But I promise you, if I got anything to do with it, Marvin Mays gonna keep touching people. He gonna keep affecting people, because I'm gonna make this video and people gonna watch it. And if they can learn anything from it, that'd be a main thing about my videos. I know a lot of people be like, I ain't gonna say that, because I know a lot of y'all actually do see the message. And like I said, I wish I could sit back and say, this is the message every time I give you the message. But I'm giving you my experiences, and I'm showing you the dumb shit I did and the way I dealt with these situations. And it's like, man, that's the message. That's the message. Look at the dumb shit I did. Look at the situations I ended up in. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you do, is always how you do it. And I did a lot of shit wrong. A lot of it. Did a whole lot of shit wrong. Yeah, I still do. But part of being a man is admitting your mistakes and accepting responsibility and doing better. Like, being for real, that's part of being a man. When you make a mistake, don't be scared to admit that you made that mistake. Sometimes that make it a lot easier to do better. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you want to get off drugs. The way you get off drugs ain't hiding from your family you on drugs. The way you get off is telling them motherfucker, hey man, I know y'all gonna be disappointed what I gotta tell you, but I gotta tell you, I'm on drugs. And I don't want to be. I need help. I want to get out this shit, and I want y'all to help me, hold me accountable for the bullshit I do. Watch me, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. Don't be afraid to, hey, nigga, you slipping. All that. I don't want to hide and you know what I'm saying? That be the drug telling you to hide. This is going to make it easy for you to sneak off and do the shit, because you hiding already. That's just how I got in my life, man. And that's to a point where it's like, I be trying to find a way. I don't want to put everybody else in a bad space by me telling the stories that I'm telling. So I switch some names up sometimes. Or I just, you know what I'm saying, I leave certain shit out. But it's some shit that's going to come out, man. It ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what it is, but it's coming out, but it ain't no secret. I don't really care how people feel about it. Like I say, it's my life, and if you didn't want to, you know, you should have been in my life doing wrong, messing up. Especially not towards me. So now it's time to start speaking on shit. I'll speak on it. But like I said, man, we're going to cut this video short. I want y'all, man, make sure you're in life, y'all don't take them shortcuts and get you where you don't want to be. Don't be afraid to take the long road instead of the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Like I always say, man, go tell somebody you love them. Somebody need to hear it. You might be the one need to hear it. So shit, in that case, yeah, I love you. I love you for no other reason, but listen to me when I need somebody to listen to me, man. Let me get some shit off my chest. But man, y'all keep it cool, man. We gonna mess with you a little bit later on.